Memory boxes filled with items from the past are a great way for anyone to remember years gone by, but they can be especially beneficial for someone living with dementia because they can help them to remember past times and memories from their past that may not be attainable in any other way. So first of all, find a box, any size or shape, completely up to you. And it would really depend on what size mementos you actually want to put in the box. And it's great really to start putting a memory box together as soon as someone's diagnosed with dementia, just so they can be a part of the whole making process and have some kind of input of which of their special keepsakes they'd like to include. Together you can decide whether to put together a memory box that relates to a specific event or time in their life, or just a more general one that holds iconic images that relate to the whole of their life. As well as putting in visual items, it's also a good idea to put in things that evoke someone's senses, such as maybe their favourite food to evoke their taste, or maybe perfume or soap, something that will evoke their senses smell-wise. And just for a few ideas, I've put together a general memory box just about my life. So just to give you a few ideas of what to include, I've got a picture here of my family. I've got a picture here of me and some of my best friends. I've got a ticket to see my favourite band in a concert, which I enjoy doing. I've got perfume, which obviously is the idea of evoking sense of smell. I've got a charm bracelet, which together contains loads of memories for me. I've got a CD for my favourite band. And I've got a reporter's notebook because I'm a journalism student. And it's a good idea maybe to put in something that will relate to their job or their career, their hobby, something like that. And hobby-wise, I've just got some running trainers because in my spare time I enjoy doing sport. So really anything can go in a memory box. It's completely up to you. And there is no limits to what can go in it. So once you've collected all the items that you want to put in the memory box, it's a great idea to just sit down with the person living with dementia and just talk through what all the items mean, just to kind of evoke memories and just have a good time with reminiscence and just spark up conversation really. Alternatively, like I said, you don't have to make a memory box relating to a specific time. A lot of people who live with dementia, well the majority of people, would have been born between the 1930s and 50s. So another great idea, and which is often used in care homes, is to include items which relate to a certain era or time in their life, such as their teenage years or young adult years. So things like ration books, oil lamps, pictures of women's and men's fashion of the time will really kind of evoke memories, happy memories of when they were younger. And they're sometimes the memories that are harder to remember, but also the most enjoyable times to remember. So as I said earlier, there's no limit to anything that can go in a memory box. It's completely up to you and the person living with dementia. They're just a great way to reminisce about past times and provide hours of conversation. Memory boxes can come out when people living with dementia are in a home and they have people visit them, or just to quietly reflect on in their own time.